Since 2009, Indonesia has proactively participated in the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, or UNFCCC, and Conference of Parties regular meetings. Members of UNFCCC agreed to be responsible to promote sustainable development and balancing mitigation and adaptation actions towards climate change impacts. National Development and Planning Agency plays an important role to plan national development program and include climate mitigation and adaptations efforts through the National Development Program, in accordance to Article 3.4 UNFCCC. Government of Indonesia is committed to reduce 29% of greenhouse gas emissions with own sources and 41% with the support of international communities by 2030 from business as usual. Government of Indonesia to conduct climate mitigation and adaptation has formulated two policies. First is to establish a Greenhouse Gas Emissions National Subnational Act Plan, or RAN-GRK, and Climate Change Adaptation National Act Plan, or RAN-API. ICCTF, Indonesia Climate Change Trust Fund, is the only national trust fund dedicated to manage and administer funds to mitigate effects of climate change with the mandate of Government of Indonesia. ICCTF is an important instrument by the Government of Indonesia to reach targets of climate mitigation and adaptations by supporting implementation of Greenhouse Gas Emission National Subnational Act Plan and Climate Change Adaptation National Act Plan. Since 2009, ICCTF has managed $26.2 million from development partners, and Government of Indonesia channeled through the National Budget, or APBN 2015 to 2018 has contributed $4.14 million to fund 63 projects throughout 19 provinces and 86 locations. Currently, ICCTF works closely with line ministries, National Development and Planning Agency, or Bappenas, Coordinating Ministry for Maritime Affairs, Coordinating Ministry for Human Development and Culture, Coordinating Ministry for Economic Affairs, Ministry of Environment and Forestry, and other related ministries or institutions. The partnerships aim to sustainably integrate policies, plans, and implementation toward climate change in the national level. What we do: ICCTF administers and disburses funds for climate mitigation and adaptation programs in several locations in Indonesia. ICCTF also plays an important role in various national and international events focusing on climate change funds and funding management. ICCTF develops close cooperation and coordination with local and international stakeholders, various development partners, donor organizations, academicians, media, and local communities. Conducting various activities, ICCTF focuses on three main sectors in adaptation and mitigation towards climate change, which are land-based mitigation, energy, adaptation, and resilience. Land-based mitigation sectors focuses on forest governance reform, land-based related management practices, forestation and land rehabilitation, peatland ecosystem management, fires prevention. ICCTF managed land-based mitigation project could potentially reduce greenhouse gas emissions of 9 million ton carbon dioxide equivalent per year. Second area of focus is energy. In energy sector, ICCTF focuses on financing of low-carbon energy generation technologies, implementation of sustainable energy utilization and energy efficiency, adaptation and resilience as the third focus area. This sector aims to fix national and local institutions, including vulnerable communities affected by climate change, through various activities such as climate change-related information dissemination, adaptation strategy innovation and development, science and technology usage, and climate adaptation policy formulation. Since its establishment, ICCTF has passed the first phase, 2010 to 2014 was the innovation phase. This phase focused on institutional development and ICCTF establishment preparation and the pilot project's initiation. In 2015 to 2019 is the transition phase. In this phase, to operate ICCTF as a trust fund is established, supported by the government through the national budget mechanism. ICCTF also supports policy realization and climate mitigation and adaptation program. ICCTF currently focuses on strengthening the institution to fulfill international fiduciary standard. Beyond 2020 is the permanent phase. ICCTF as an institution will be in a permanent format. ICCTF will have an ability to disburse international climate funds and will be able to perform climate funding together with private sector and also local government. Since 2010, ICCTF has financed 63 programs, consists of 37 land-based mitigation programs, 8 energy sector mitigation programs, and 18 adaptation and resilience programs. Those programs, spread out in 19 provinces, are financially supported by the government of Indonesia through the national budget and the international communities through USAID, UKCCU, DANIDA, SIDA, and AUSAID. Meanwhile, UNDP, GIZ, CDKN, USAID Adapt Asia Pacific also support ICCTF through institution capacity building. Financing climate mitigation and adaptation through ICCTF hopefully could be a sustainable and innovative umbrella to support integrated landscape. Let's save the world through ICCTF. Let's be part of our efforts in climate action.